Hello, friends, and welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Kathy. Happy Vlogmas Day 28. What we are doing today, if you were with us Friday night on the live at Tammy's channel, The Siberian Wind, we were working on finishing the block number 4 to the Yuletide Sampler 2. Now, each of us is doing a different colorway for our blocks. Me, I'm smashing my stash. I had 3 Christmas lines that I can use. I'm just using whatever I have. So we only got 1 block done and we needed to get 3. So what I'm doing today is I want to finish the year with all of the things that need to be done. Like this is a block. We will start block 5 in January, on January 9th. That'll be our first video. But what we're wanting to do right now, or what I'm wanting to do right now, is finish up and get everything done that needs to be done and caught up so I'm on task. Right now what I'm doing is I am starting my rows for my very last. I'm seeing how many of everything I've got here. I don't have many of anything here, but I'm starting and finishing my last block. I have my second block already done up in rows. I just need to press it and put it together. And then I need to do my rows for my third block, and then we'll press it and put it together. But I want to press everything at the same time, put it together at the same time. So, thank you for joining me today. I'm hoping I'm not sounding like I'm a mad, crazy woman today, y'all. It is December 27th. It is Saturday, and I have a lot of things I want to finish up today. One of them is my house. I still don't have my house ready for my son and my daughter-in-law to get here. But this will make me feel better. I'm having a lot of pain today in my knee and my hands. And I thought, well, they're acting like it's cold outside, and it's actually 80 degrees. It's not cold outside. It's very warm, actually. So let me just get started here instead of all the chit-chatting. What I'm going to do is start doing the first 2 of each row, and then I'll go to the second 2 of each row and the third 2. Well, there's not a third 2. There's a third one. So let's just get into it. But friends, I'm hoping that everything is finding you all fabulous today. It's a beautiful Saturday here. I know it's Sunday when you guys are seeing this. And our Sunday is supposed to be the same exact way as today is. Kind of warm and sunny. And my daughter is supposed to be coming over here pretty soon, sometime today, so we can get to work on my house and get it decorated. I don't even have it decorated, guys, but that's okay. As long as it's decorated when my grandbabies open their Christmas presents, that's all that matters. And it's fine with me if it's not decorated at all, actually. But them grandbabies like to see the lights and all. But I am throwing things away today. Since we didn't get things out to the shed, I'm just probably going to just go through things and decide what can stay, what needs to go, and what needs to be donated. I have a lot of stuff that can be donated, especially toys, clothes, dishware. I have a lot of dishware I need to get rid of. My daughter, she was like, Mom, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, I could tell you what I want. I know what I want. And my husband would probably be very upset to hear me say this. But I want a sous vide kitchen robot. Because, you know, guys, we just bought that brand new stove and fridge and dishwasher. But when it's just me, It makes no sense to mess dishes up to cook for just me. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I revert to bad foods. So, you know, hoping maybe, you know, I would love one of those. And no, that's not what my husband got me for Christmas this year. And someone has asked what he got. I will be doing an unboxing of it because I know what it is. I actually picked it out. So, I'll show y'all what it is, though. I am going to do an unboxing of it because it is just that fabulous. For me, anyway. Now, I've told y'all once already how I'm the type of person that if my husband got me a vacuum cleaner for Christmas, I would be just as excited about that. Now, I had there for a little while, I kept asking him for one of them iRobot things that vacuums your floors, but then I realized I have too many things on my floor and cat toys and things like that. Yeah, it would be destroyed in the first 24 hours of vacuuming my house because we just have cords and wires and all the things. He never got me one of those, and I never bought one of those. But I am one of those that is perfectly happy getting kitchen appliances, things like that. Okay, so we have gotten all of the pieces done for our rows. So I'm going to stack them in the order here. And I've got one already done laid over here, so I need to pull it and put it on top here. So this is my first one. So we have row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what I'm going to do is take each one and sew the 2 pieces of 2 together, because this one is a gray and dark and this one should be a gray and light. And it is. And we're just going to sew and make these rows of 4. And then we'll add that last piece on that's needed. And like this in here starts with a, no, it starts with a, did I do wrong? I think, oh, this is the second one, not the first one. The first one is a light at the top and then a white. And the second one is a dark at the top. A dark at the top and then the white. Yeah, they have certain ways to go. And if you don't get them turned the way they're supposed to be, they do look off. So this one is going to be a gray with a light. And the next one will be a gray with a dark. And I'm just making sure a gray, light, gray, dark. And when I put the last piece on, I'll also have to check that. But friends, how did y'all survive Christmas? Are y'all all ready to end the year and start the new year? Me personally, I say me personally, because this does make a difference. Then we have a light on. We will be doing Christmas on New Year's Day, so we're bringing it all in as a family together. And then my son and daughter-in-law have to drive back that evening. So I know she's going to be spending a lot of time with her family because she's got a lot of family here as well. Because this is where she's from. I mean, just because they live in Arkansas and that's where her mom lives now, this is where they're all from. Just jobs have taken them elsewhere. And my son was so proud of himself. He sent me a message the other night at 11:30 at night. He has paid his very first vehicle that he has bought off. So he has paid his car off. He was so proud of that. He sent me a message with a screenshot, and I'm very proud of him because that's a huge step for a young man, you know. And I will admit, I was a helicopter mom. I sheltered my kids. Their job when they were in high school was to go to school and make the grades. That was their job. I didn't require my children to work. We provided vehicles, insurance, gas money. We did all of that for the kids, which I know we were wrong for that. But my son was very proud of that he paid his first car that he purchased off. I'm very proud of all of my children. I mean, my son just paid his car off, and my daughter and her fiance are going to be signing on a house. Oh, I had a set I didn't finish sewing because I was looking at this going, wait a second, this don't look right. But they're going to be signing for a house either Monday or Tuesday. So I'm very proud of that. We're hoping everything goes well. They were at the signing stage of another home, and it all fell through because the appraisal came in well under the asking price for their home, the home that they were wanting to get. And yeah, I thank goodness. I was talking to him, and I'm like, if that appraised value comes in less than what they're asking, you don't pay a penny over appraised value with all the fees and everything. Not a penny more. Well, the sellers wouldn't come down on it. And which I told them, I said, you know, that could happen. And that's okay. If they don't want to, that's their prerogative. It's their home. And they don't want to, they're not going to sell it. But that's their prerogative. And that property is still listed. There was a few things that needed to be repaired, but even the appraisal was with the repairs done was still $30,000 under what they were asking for the home. So, okay, so this is our last row. So what I'm going to do is press these real quick, and then we'll put these two blocks together. Okay, I have one set pressed. I was going to do both sets, but I don't have enough room to hold all that over here on my pressing table. So I'm going to just start sewing a block at a time, which is all I could do anyway. But I'll sew a block and I'll press a block. And then we'll have the two blocks for this one done. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, this is Block 4 of the Yuletide Sampler 2. Tammy, Alicia, and myself have collaborated, and we are doing this monthly. This is a block of the month pattern here, and we do 1 month at a time, and I will show you the pattern we are doing. It does not come spiral bound. I just pressed mine and spiral bound it myself because it's easier for me and I won't lose my pages, because I was flipping pages and losing pages, and this way they're all bound. They're not going anywhere. And I really do like how each one of our blocks are coming out so differently. Since we are all using different colors, they are coming out just beautiful. And you can do this where it's not necessarily Christmassy. I believe Tammy is using like Halloween colors. And you mainly have stars and tree. I mean, you do have little Christmas trees, but you've mainly got stars on there, different stars to make. So it's just really pretty coming out the way it is. So I don't think you have to use a Christmas fabric, and it will come out just as beautiful. So we've got that first and second row put together. I'll show you that there. That's what we're looking like. I thought that this gray was going to kind of blend in too well with my fabrics, and that my fabrics wouldn't really show, but it seems like that white kind of makes it pop. And you will definitely be able to see that when the block is completed. And I may just finish one block with you guys. I mean, it's no need to keep y'all all day. That's my plan, is to just chit-chat and sew a little bit here. I've got a lot of things I'm trying to finish up today or get caught up today. But my daughter may come and we may start working on the house, getting it ready. And if she comes, then I will, of course, have to bypass and stop. Friends, I have to say, I think this is one of my favorite blocks so far of this Yuletide sampler. We've done some pretty blocks, but I think this is probably my favorite one. Okay, that's with the third row added on. When I press, you'll really be able to tell the difference in the fabrics there. I mean, this is a beautiful block. Friends, talking about New Year's Day, and I was telling y'all that was going to be my Christmas with my children. So do y'all have any plans for New Year's? Making sure you get your luck and your prosperity and your gold? It may just be a old wives' tale or whatever to do that, but hey, why break tradition? I love eating those foods anyway. And I'm seriously thinking about seeing if my parents want to go eat at a place that we haven't eaten at in a very long time, because they have some of the best turnip greens. But I know I've got to get to wrapping some gifts. It's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow if my daughter comes over today, and she told me I just need to sit in a chair and tell her where things need to go, because I was telling her I'm hurting really bad today. But guys, I started my new medication today for my sugar, and we will have to see. I have not checked my blood sugar. Well, it was 176 when I got up, and a little over an hour after I took my blood sugar, after taking the medicine. Now, of course, I hadn't eaten anything because I can't eat for 30 minutes after taking the medicine, and it was almost an hour after. And they say that's fine, just don't eat before 30 minutes after taking it. But it was 164, I think. But of course, like I said, there's really no true determining on that. I'll just have to see what it is in the morning times, because, you know, after I took it, I waited for about an hour and ate. I went into the office today and tried to finish doing payroll, because there was some things that needed to happen before I could print my payroll. Print one little piece of it. I got that all printed out and it's ready to go now. Just have to have people sign things and then we can copy it, file it away. But anyway, it was a little over an hour after I had, well, it was a lot more over an hour, because I took it at 8 o'clock and I didn't eat until almost 10. And it was, you know, like I said, it was like lower 160s. But we'll see in the morning what my resting is. So I'm going to press this real quick and be right back. Okay, we've got that done. So now we have to put the sides on the blocks. So let's start with our first side here. And this is going to frame it in. We are just about done with this one block. I'm making sure. Uh-oh, I think I put them together wrong. Yeah, it looks like I put them on upside down. Oh, man. Actually, I don't care. It looks fine. It actually causes it to have, instead of turning my light color up on that second row, I have my dark color, and that's how I did it all the way on both directions. So, it's okay. It turned out looking pretty cool doing it that way. So we're not going to stress. I wouldn't have stressed anyway, even if it didn't. Because the blocks are not going to be side by side. So you're really not going to be able to tell that they're not right. So now we're going to put the next sashing border, whatever they call it. What do they call this? This is called, it's just called the rectangles. It's not even called a sashing or a border, but it goes around the block. It kind of finishes your block off. So guys, we're having multiple sew days. Is that not fabulous? I know y'all rather see sewing than all these unboxings that I've been doing. Although, these unboxings have been pretty great. We have been having some great sewing days here, though. Lately, this is day number 2 or 3 that I've actually been able to sew, and I'm so excited about it. Even though I probably should be working on my house, I'm sewing. I'm sewing. I've been able to work on my Merry Christmas. I've been able to start a new project that we will work on again. We're going to see if we can't complete at least the quilt top before the end of the year. It's always fun to get a quilt top done, I think. And y'all, my body is rebelling on me right now. I had some of that chili left over from Christmas Eve. And I mean, we don't let good chili go to waste, but oh my goodness. I am waking up every morning feeling that acid right in my throat. So I'm sure when my son comes in, he'll clear that out for me. That's something else I have to do is get some cooking done, some meal preps done, because when they get here, I'm not going to want to cook. I'm going to want to be with my grandbaby. I'm going to want to play with her. And I won't have all the Christmas gifts out under the tree yet because I don't want things to be too tempting to play with. I would love for them to be able to open their presents, their gifts on the 29th, but they'll just be coming in that day, and we're making that day about my youngest daughter. It's her birthday. We're meeting at her favorite Mexican restaurant. And we're going to be eating that night there. So that first night they're in will be good, you know. I believe they'll probably go stay with my oldest daughter after that first night, because my daughter-in-law told me, she said, I have a 15-pound ham that I'm going to come put into your fridge. I was like, okay, that'll be fine. I don't know if I got that kind of room in my fridge, but hey, we'll make room for a 15-pound ham. Well, friends, here we are with the Twinkle star. You'll probably see that all of my reds are together and my dark ones all form that in the center. So I'm like, well, that looks cute anyway. So we're going to leave it how it is. I'm not changing it around. But friends, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go on and end it here so I can get in my house, get some things done. Then I'll come back and do that last block. But give me a thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. I hope you've had a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a Happy New Year. Bye, friends.